Good morning. I'm Elaine Sullivan, and I will be your partner in learning over the next 12 weeks in ES 215, Career Exploration, Career Management. So first check, is everybody here for ES 215? Great, good start. Let me talk a little bit first about a welcome, because I do want to welcome you to Questrom. As transfer students, either from other parts of the university or from institutions not only across the country but around the world, I want to welcome you to Questrom. I'm sure that you'll have a challenging and rewarding academic experience here and build relationships that will last a lifetime. And that's actually aligned nicely with this class, because what we're talking about are building career management skills that will last a lifetime. I come to Questrom out of industry. I worked in the financial services industry, utilities, the not-for-profits, and management consulting. I joined Questrom in 2009 and worked here full-time through 2016, advising undergrad and grad students in career matters. I have a master's degree in education and a master's degree in communication studies following completion of a bachelor's degree also in education. So I guess I'd call myself an educator. One of the things I like best about ES 215 is that it is a class that's really all about you. Everything we do is designed to help you build a strong foundation for managing your career, making good choices, being satisfied with those choices. And from my experience in career that spans over 20 years, what I know from people who are consciously managing their career is that they find greater satisfaction and even greater happiness in doing that and doing it well. So one of the first things that would be really helpful to me is to hear a little bit about why you are in this course. I know that you are required to take it, but as long as you're here, what is it you would like to gain from it that would be helpful to you? I'm going to ask you to write those thoughts down on the index cards that I've given you. And one of the first things we'll talk about in the next section of today's class are those things you've identified. Let me explain a little bit how the course is set up and how it runs and where the syllabus comes in. So each class will follow the same framework. Generally, you'll come in, you'll have an assignment from the prior week, you'll sit in a career circle or a small group and talk about some questions or insights or your thoughts and ideas about those assignments, maybe even the challenges that came from those assignments. And then each of the groups will report out. With 20 people in the class, we'll have 5 groups of 4, making it a little more conversational for you in those groups and giving adequate time for the conversation and attention those discussions need. That exercise will be followed by a brief lecture on the new content. That includes me talking, PowerPoint slides, and typically videos to support that information and give you another perspective. Excuse me. Then we'll after introducing the new topics, there may be another career circle discussion, generating additional information and conversation around the topic. We'll talk about pro tips, and those are pieces of advice shared by individuals across the school that they believe will be helpful to you as you develop a career plan and search for your internship. And we'll close with the assignment for the following week. One other thing that I did leave out is that before the lecture begins, we'll be talking about what the expectations are for the class itself. So let me give you an example of that by talking about today's objectives. By the end of today's class, you'll be able to recall what the class structure and expectations are. You'll be able to state the value of the Undergraduate Career and Academic Advisory Center. You'll be able to identify the career advisors, and you will be able to define the value of the Feld Career Center. The other outcome for today is you will have a list of your interests, and those are good pieces of information that are important to aligning yourself with choices of career. And the final element is preparing for next week, and knowing what the expectations are coming into class the following week. Let's take a look at the syllabus quickly. At the top first, you'll notice dates and times for the class. Note that we have 2 holidays this semester, so classes will meet on days other than Monday, and those are highlighted in red. You also have my contact information, email and telephone number, as well as my office number. And you'll need that office number because I expect to see you at least once in the first month of class, just to get to know one another a little better. I will make myself accessible 20 minutes before class and at least 20 minutes after class. So if there are questions or you need a little additional information on an assignment, whatever it is, you just want to talk, I'm available in those 2 time slots as well. So let's get started. Take out those index cards that I asked you to fill out earlier, and let's talk about what you would like to get out of the class.